Hello everybody, I'm TychoCelchuuu and welcome to a Men of War Assault Squad 2 video. This is an exciting one because it features none other but me. Yes, me. Wait, this is not me. I'm over on the left. Over on the left, I'm playing as the United States, and my ally is also playing as the United States, getting a half-track real early. This is a 2v2, and let's turn off Fog of War so we can see what our opponents playing as the Germans and the Japanese are up to. This is not moving. Neither is this. So we do have paratroopers and SNLF soldiers, so a couple of elite infantry squads being purchased, but it looks like there is some confusion on the opponent's side as to what one ought to do. Okay, here we go. Now we're moving out. Meanwhile, my opponent, or my ally, is going heavy in the middle and a bit on the left, and I'm going sort of far on the left and also partially onto the left with just a single regular infantry squad, which I've split in two. I've started to lay some sandbags down, and you might wonder, why is my ally also going to the left? And I spawn on the left, and it's my ally's job to get the right. But if you look at the map closely, sort of the two left points are sort of like our points, because this one's closer to us, and then the two right points are sort of their points. That one's closer to them. So it sort of makes sense for us to go heavy on the left and then try and fight over the middle. But my ally is also over here. He's got some rangers deep in enemy territory, and then this is a really impressive assault squad that my ally just sent deep into enemy lines. Didn't even go prone or anything, just standing right there, and clearly my opponent is going hard on the right. They're both going really hard on the right. Everybody is just sending all their units to the right, including the heavy MG. Interesting choice. I have a single infantry unit here, a single rifleman who set up a sandbag, and he's capturing the downed glider point. Cool stuff. And I also have my machine gunner over here, who I've set up here with some sandbags. Once I know it's safe, I set up some sandbags to overlook the point. The plan is to let the machine gunner have a really good field of fire, firing downhill with some really good cover. My ally is also doing some stuff, and then I also sent this little submachine gun infantry just to be backup. And so my ally is doing a great job being hyper-aggressive. My plan here was not to be super hyper-aggressive, but now that things have basically settled, it looks like they're not charging on the left or anything. I'm sending another normal squad off to the right, and I've also got a heavy machine gun that's set up in the field to block any sort of flanking maneuvers, any sort of to block basically this kind of maneuver that my ally did, sending one of these squads down the middle of nowhere. This machine gun is mostly to stop that and to protect my 2 points equally. And I've also got some sandbags set up, obviously. And then I'm spreading my submachine gunners out into bushes and setting them to hold fire. Usually I set them to return fire, but this guy obviously messed up on. And then I'm doing something similar with this guy. And not this guy, this is my ally's guy, but same sort of thing, spreading them out all over. And because I know the right's going to be a big flashpoint, I'm buying another squad and a mortar. Mortar's going to be useful because there is this hill right here. You can see this hill and then this sort of wide open field behind the hill. So I'm setting up some sandbags in the wide open field behind the hill, and then I'll put a mortar here, and then we'll be able to bombard this point and maybe even this point, and then I'll be able to assault it. And I also want some sandbags up here to get ready for any assaults. So we're doing pretty good. We have 11 points versus our opponent's 0. They've gone hard on the right, but that turns out to have been a bad choice because we have the middle. And my ally is even doing some crazy infiltration over here. Check this out. These soldiers are about to... Well, they're about to do nothing. They got discovered and executed, but that's okay. They scouted for us. I did lose a soldier. I lost this guy over here. I was trying to creep forward with some SMG people just to push up, get some intel. I did get what I wanted. He died, but he did a good job. And now I've got a sandbag on the top of the hill, so I'm pretty good. I'm set up really well for this. I don't know what the hell happened over there. I typed 99. Just blew up a house car. Anyways, my mortar is here and it's firing, and that's good because I've got some great vision on these guys. They're shooting at my infantry, and so I know exactly where they are. I set up some sandbags so my mortar will be safe. They do kind of have a line of fire here, and the plan is just to bombard them for a while. Let the mortar do its work, and here we go. First 2 kills, 2 paratroopers down. That's good because they're expensive infantry, and the mortar is killing people. 3rd paratrooper down. This squad is still just standing here. At least go a bit more prone than this. We got a Chi-Ho coming over. What the fuck? Just killed all my allies' infantry. What was that? It was over around here or something. The house just collapsed or something on him. Actually, we can hit V. We can find the corpse. Maybe not. Hard to tell. Hard to tell what can cause debris to kill people. But we've got a fight going on. How many kills? It's still only 3 kills on the mortar, but I'm content to take it slow. We do have the CP advantage. Are you running any mods, says AO Will. Nope, this is just base Men of War Assault Squad 2. It seems like the most popular mod is like Rob's Realism mod or whatever it's called. Not a fan of that. I actually haven't played it, but it's basically just make everything have long range and stuff, and it's like, that doesn't make the game better. So yeah, this is no mods. Flintstone PF says this guy's getting destroyed by the Panzer III. Where's the Panzer III? Looks like the Panzer III is over here. Let's swap over. Oh, it's got, looks like it has 0 kills so far. But yeah, so my ally is losing a lot of infantry here on the right, but that's fine. Those were just sort of the advanced vanguard infantry. It's fine if they got wiped out. We can leave these 2 points to the opponents for a while. My mortar's happy to keep bombarding. Still only has 3 kills though, but here comes, oh, an M3A1 just died, so my opponent's half-track finally died to the Panzer III. It looks like it died. Nope, that's not where it died. Okay, but here we go. Do I have any AT over here? Yes, I do. I have an M1 AT gun over here. Opens up, doesn't kill the Panzer III on its first shot, even though it hit the side. That's unfortunate. Doesn't kill it on the second shot, even though it hit the side. That's unfortunate. Doesn't kill on the third shot, even though it hit the rock. That's unfortunate. I don't know what this guy's doing, but it worked. AT grenade. Good play by my ally. Excellent play by my ally. AT grenade takes out the Panzer III, and suddenly we're pretty good to go. Except there is, of course, this huge Japanese assault coming, a light tank, and a lot of infantry. Tank commander being kind of an asshole behind his Panzer III. He's got to vet 1 already, and this tank is also being a bit of a jerk, along with the assault squad, so this is kind of annoying for us. Oh, but I got it! My M1 AT gun got the Chiha. So this is good. There's still a lot of infantry over here, but I think we can be pretty safe. I've got my machine gun up here. I bought another machine gun that I put over here. I figure 2 machine guns on a hill, plus my heavy machine gun will do everything I need, and it looks like successful. This assault has been seriously stopped in its tracks. My ally, meanwhile, losing some infantry on the right, but again, that's fine. It's because my ally's being aggressive. And the response from the opponent is a Kinu, very light tank. We'll see how that works. How many kills on this? 0 so far, but it's suppressed a lot of people. There's a kill. Notice how I slightly repositioned it to get around that rock, get some good shots in on those people. And this guy's name is George Gruen. So it wasn't just a Japanese assault. That was a combined assault by the Japanese and the Germans. And my AT gun now finishes off that light tank. Still, these people are here. Are they set to hold fire? No, they're set to open fire. So it's strange that they haven't been shooting at anybody yet. Here's the light tank. Doesn't have any kills yet. Have I been attacking this point? Looks like the answer is yes. This is my infantry crawling forward. And we're still being attacked over here. A lot of infantry crawling around over here, attacking over here. Who is this guy? My allies' poor SMG infantry getting cut down. So this, the main issue our opponents are having is that they don't have the middle and they don't have the left. So just having the right is doing absolutely nothing for them. My opponent is putting really good pressure on. My mortar just killed some panzer grenadiers, so I've got some great defenses over here. They're not breaking through here. I've got some great defenses over here. So normally, I used to be the more aggressive one in Men of War. I used to always be fight, fight, fight. But lately I've gotten a lot more defensive, and it works out really well when you're paired with an ally like this, like my ally, who's being super aggressive. So things are working out pretty well for us. We are being crept up on by infantry over here. There's that tank commander is still alive back here behind the tank, but he can't cap the point because I have an infantry and my ally has an infantry in the point. Does it have any kills yet? Yeah, it's got 1 kill. Looks like a normal infantry squad, regular infantry squad coming over there. We got some airborne hanging out here. So I have spent very little. If we swap over to my view, you know, I've got my AT gun with the kills, the rifle, the mortar with the kills, the heavy machine gun with the kills. Aside from that, I've only bought a few infantry squads, so nothing really expensive for me. I'm able to save up a lot and be ready for whatever my opponent springs on us. I've got 700 manpower in the bank. My ally, meanwhile, has been spending quite a bit, a lot of elite infantry and stuff like that, getting them killed and stuff, but that's fine. I think it's good to have the hyper-aggressive players spending a lot for obvious reasons. That way their assaults go better. And then the defensive player keeps a good reserve of points in case they need to buy some sort of anti-tank or a tank or something. And my ally gets a nice AT grenade. There's just no reason to drive a tank into urban territory like this that you have yet to scout, because that's how you get AT grenaded. And that's a bad move. That's a bad move that nobody should ever do. And look, they're finally fighting. It's the fight we've always wanted. Killing some riflemen. So our opponents have 0 points so far. We have 50. They're not happy about that. But I have a bunch of infantry over here. I feel like they've been dying. This guy died. This guy died, and I had some people over here that died, I think. That squad leader may have been alive for a long time until he finally crawled over here and got killed. This house is a little annoying. I'm thinking it's... maybe I should be bombarding it with the mortar? I don't know. I don't know. What are these guys? I saw SMG infantry. Trying to take out this normal SMG infantry who has 3 kills already. Thomas Martin, no slouch. It's weird that our opponents haven't tried to push forward with these people. I guess it is kind of a tough point to assault into. There's the heavy MG, but better than sitting behind a rock and doing nothing, I think. Owl says, do mines get used in competitive matches? Are they too slow, risky to invest points in? I think in the larger maps, sometimes you'll see people setting up mines. Like, certainly, I feel like we've had enough downtime on this point and this point that we could have set up mines if we wanted to. You see mines a lot in front lines, which makes sense because you have time to set up mines in the front lines mode. Mines in general are pretty good. They can be pretty good, but obviously there is the time pressure and stuff. In a larger match, it's easier to set up mines. On a larger map, it's easier to set up mines. So in a 2v2 or a 1v1, they're a little more rare. But yeah, it's not like you never see mines. They can be super effective area denial things. Man, my ally is just killing a lot of stuff all across the map. A bazooka just took out a Panzer II right here. Who's got the bazooka? Looks like it was... hard to tell. Hard to tell. Somebody's got a bazooka, and he killed a guy. I'm sending tank crew, and my ally is sending tank crew to try and recrew this Flak 88 that we've just decrewed. My tank crew finally makes it there, only to be killed. And that shows that my ally and I are smart people, because if we can steal this Flak 38, that would be very good, and tank crew are very cheap. So it's good that we both did it. I like that we're thinking the same way. I've bought a Stuart now, so I'm like, maybe it's time to start spending some things. I need some way to take out this house. This house has been keeping me from getting the point. I could just mortar it forever, but that's not super effective. It takes a while to collapse the house. So the idea is let's get the Stuart in close. That can get some kills. Notice I have an infantry squad crawling up here too, so I bought a regular infantry squad and I figured they'll support the assault. They'll scout for the Stuart. This squad leader, the plan was to AT grenade the house, but he didn't quite make it. Everybody else just crawls across the street and let the Stuart fire some HE shells into this thing. And it's working. Obviously the Stuart does not have a very high caliber weapon, but you know, eventually HE shells can break through. They are like doing some good damage throughout the house, the explosions. I'm getting my people into the capture zone now, and it looks like 3 or maybe 4 infantry are enough to block me, but not for long. And my ally Stuart is just destroying people, so we have a double Stuart assault here. Some nice coordination from me and my ally. And look, I've finally stolen the Flak 38, so that's really exciting. There's a heavy machine gun here too. Am I gonna steal that? I can't remember. Sturmkite Stagger Gaddafi says, so many squads die in this game. Sup, Tycho? Hey, how's it going? Yeah, this is a pretty brutal game. People die a lot. These guys are pulling out. Maybe not the best choice. They were doing a good job stopping the flag from being decapped, but there's no way to pull away from that thing. My Flak 38, my stolen Flak 38 is opening up. I didn't try to drag it back because I figured, look, my ally's got a lot of infantry here, my ally's got a tank here, my ally's got a machine gunner here, so let's keep the Flak 38 here and support this assault. And things are going real well. We are now capturing all 5 of the points. I'm capturing this thing over here, although my opponent's got this one dude who is actually capturing it, I think. Turns out not. I'm setting up some sandbags here, getting ready to hold this point before I've taken it. A little premature, but looks like my ally is grabbing this point. So things are going really hunky-dory. They've got a heavy tank, or a medium tank, I suppose, but we'll see how it does versus a Stuart. There's a lot of infantry around here. It'd be nice to see them trying to assault the tank. They do have this house blocking to allow them to get close. We'll see if my ally does that. Here's this guy. Oh, a commando. He's got the bazooka. Oh, he's what's he doing? Whoa, he shot through the house. Fucking MLG. The first floor, the walls are missing, and he shot through the house, and then he pulls out his fucking pistol and goes to town on these motherfuckers. Doesn't do any damage, but it's really cool looking. Oh, Jesus. Then there's some rocket artillery, and that's the end of the Flak 38, I believe, right? I think so. I don't know where it went. Oh, no, I pulled it way back here a while ago. Good for me. And now we're just mowing them down because they're assaulting, and it's not working. That commando was pretty dope. It looked like he was sort of being direct controlled. I'm not 100% sure, but I think maybe direct control was going there. He's got Vet 3 with a vehicle kill. Commandos are cool. And we have a Kar 98 sniper taking out some people. Where's the sniper? There it is. So up to 2 kills. This is maybe going to be too little too late. We've got 86 points. We control all 5 points on the map. We've capped this. We've capped this. We've held the middle for a long time. I think it's just it's a mixture of a lot of stuff that our opponents have done wrong. Driving tanks into uncleared territory, not being aggressive enough, abandoning assaults halfway through. Like these infantry, I believe, just got forgotten about. There's no reason to worry that we're really going to assault in this area, so there's no reason to keep these infantry around. So they should have been thrown away in some crazy assault. And it's a fun little game, and my ally killed a lot more stuff, but I feel like we were a team. Without my defensive acumen, things may not have gone as well as they did. Good stuff. And the lesson there is be good at the game, I think.